So now we are going to learn about the index rule. So in NMR, in 1H NMR, the index rule is also can called as the ring rule. According to this rule, the number of unsaturated sites, that is R, is equal to the number of the ring of the molecule plus the number of double bond plus twice the number of triple bonds. So here we can see this formula of the calculating index rule. So the ring rule for the molecule CWHXNYOZ may be stated as the follows. So calculation of the index for the compound containing CHONSX and X will be the halogen. So index is equal to number of carbon atoms plus the number of nitrogen atom divided by 2 minus the number of hydrogen divided by 2 minus the number of halogen divided by 2 bracket complete plus 1. So we can see the formula this way. So here we can see this formula. So it is only applicable for the mono, tri and tetra parent compound, not for the divalent atom. Example is the C7H7NO. So we can see the example. So here we can see this example where by calculation we gives the ring value is 5. So next is the nitrogen rule. It is stated that the molecule of even number molecular mass must be contained number of nitrogen atom or an even number of nitrogen atom. An odd numbered molecular mass required an odd number of nitrogen atom. An important corollary of this rule state that the fragmentation at the single bond gives an odd number ion fragment from the even numbered molecular ion. Similarly, an even number ion fragment from an odd molecular ion. So for corollary to hold the fragment ion must be contained all the nitrogen atom of molecular ion. To explain the nitrogen rule, let us consider the nitrobenzene. The signal for the molecular ion peak appear at mass to charge ratio 123. That is an odd number of molecular mass. Since the compound contained only one nitrogen atom, two important ion fragments which are found in mass spectrum of the compound are NO2 at the 46 and NO at the 30. So the mass to charge ratio or the molecular ion peak at 30, both these fragment ions appear at the even mass number. So previously we see the chemical shift. What is the chemical shift exactly means? So now we are going to learn about the factors affecting on the chemical shift. So there are 4 factors which affect on the chemical shift, that is inductive effect, van der Waals deshielding, anisotropic effect which is most important, and fourth one is the hydrogen bonding. So let's consider the first point, inductive effect. So in inductive effect we all know what is the inductive effect. The proton in this particular point, the proton is said to be deshielded if it is attached to an electronegative atom or the group. So the greater electronegativity of the atom, there is the greater is the de-shielding cost to the proton. If the de-shielding is more for the proton, then its chemical shift will also be more. As the distance from the electronegativity atom increases due to de-shielding effect, so the electron repelling group, that diamagnetic substance, generate small magnetic moment which is at the alpha H0. So then it produces the shielding effect around the nucleus. A nucleus field itself in an effective field which is somewhat less than that of the applied magnetic field. In case of the resonance condition of the field, it is more than the H0 depending upon the magnitude of the diamagnetic effect. So here the sigma is equal to shielding parameter into bracket plus is equal to diamagnetic and the minus is equal to paramagnetic. So here H is the net field by the proton and H0 is the applied field which is latter applied by the external magnetic field. So next point is the neighboring electron repelling group. So it is based on the inductive effect. As the neighboring electron repelling group increases the electron density around the proton, it increases the shielding, that is the diamagnetic shielding. The best example is the TMS, that is trimethylsilane. The silicon is the electron repelling group and it pushes the electron into the methyl group because of the powerful shielding effect. It produces the resonance at the high field. So next point is the electronegative group. So the neighboring group, electronegative group, reduces the electron density around the proton and it produces the de-shielding and the delta value increases. We take the example methyl fluoride and the methyl chloride. So here we can see the delta value for methyl fluoride is 4.2 and methyl chloride is 3.05. So here we can clearly see the distance from the electronegative atom is increases, the de-shielding effect will be lesser effective or the diminished. So distance is the inversely proportional to the de-shielding. So next point is the van der Waals de-shielding. So in van der Waals de-shielding, overcrowded molecule, it is possible that the some proton may be occupied sterically hindered position. Clearly, electron cloud of a bulky group will tend to repel the electron crowd surrounding the proton. Thus, such a proton will be de-shielded and will resonate at slightly higher value of chemical shift than expected in the absence of this group. So next point is a anisotropic effect. So in anisotropy, the de-shielding effect on proton attached to the carbon-carbon double bond is higher than that the accounted for by inductive effect alone. Aldehyde and the aromatic proton are much more de-shielded. The example is alkyne and the benzene. So in diamagnetic shielding, so in this point, first one is the diamagnetic shielding. So the chemical shift follows the order of electronegativity of carbon which is hybridization of sp is greater than sp2 greater than the sp3. So sp is the smallest hybridization. The more greater hybridization is the sp2, and the in both we compare to both sp and sp2, the sp3 is the greatest hybridization. The chemical shift of ch2 proton in weaker field and the chemical shift of ch3 proton in strong field, but the ch proton in between ch3 and ch2. So reason is the acetylene is a linear molecule than the pi orbital asymmetrical about the molecular axis. In the applied magnetic field, the spin orientation is parallel to H0, that is external magnetic field, but the electron flows perpendicular to the applied magnetic field and the electrons circulate in symmetrical axis. Where ethylenic proton, the sidewise overlap of p orbital, the pi cloud is concentrated to the left and the right bond axis in the plane. The pi electron circulates in the pi orbital but perpendicular to the H0, which increases the paramagnetic shielding. The fourth point is the hydrogen bonding. So we can see various example. So the hydrogen atom exhibit the property of the hydrogen bonding in the compound absorbed at the low field in comparison to that one which does not. Downfield shift depend on the strength of the hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular and the intramolecular hydrogen bonding can be easily distinguished as the latter does not show any shift in absorption due to change in the concentration. So in case of phenols, absorption occurs between -2 to 6i. So if concentration is decreased, that is if volume of solvent, say the carbon tetrachloride, increases, the absorption of for OH proton occur upfield. Similarly, we can take the example of the carboxylic acid, where we can see the proton present on the oxygen, which is the acidic proton, is in the hydrogen bonding with the neighboring carbonyl oxygen. So in next slide, here we can see the types of coupling constant. So in coupling constant, there are different types of coupling. There is first one is the geminal coupling, second is the vicinal coupling, and third is the long range coupling. So in case of geminal proton, the proton attached to the same carbon atoms having different chemical environment of saturated compound. The J value of depends upon the bond angle. Geminal bonds are separated by two bonds. If the proton is in different environment, then the coupling is usually strong. When the bond angle is 105, J is approximately -2 delta or -2 CPS or -2 Hertz. So J become nearly 12 Hertz. When the bond angle increases to 109 with bond angle widen to the 125 degree, the value of J increases to 0. So here we take the example. The value of coupling constant increases with the increase in bond angle, that is the increase in S character. So coupling constant for the geminal coupling, that is J, is here we can see J is geminal is -12.4 Hertz. for the methane, whereas it is 2.5 Hz for the ethylene. So the increase in electronegativity of the atom or the group withdraw the sigma electron increases the value of coupling constant. So next point is the vicinal coupling, which is our second point of in coupling section. So for vicinal proton, the value of coupling constant varies with the dihedral angle. Vicinal proton are the proton which are separated by 3 bonds. When the dihedral angle is 0 degree to 180 degree, we observe the largest value for the coupling constant. The value of J is slightly negative when the dihedral angle is 90 degree. The value of coupling constant is always positive. So here are some key points. In olefin compound, the J trans is more than the J cis. The value of coupling constant can be calculated by the dihedral angle, where J is equal to 8.5 cos square, where theta is minus 0.28, where the theta varies from 0 to 90 degree. So the J is equal to 9.5 cos square theta minus 0.2. In this case, theta is vary from 90 to 180 degree. So next point is the long range coupling. Here we can also call it as the 3 bond coupling. So usually there is no coupling observed if the distance between two absorbing nuclei is more than the 3 covalent bond, but the unsaturated compound or the in fluorocompound, appreciable coupling is observed with the help of high resolution spectrometer, even if the concerned nuclei are 3 bond apart. It is called the long range coupling. In the pi bond system, appreciable coupling are frequently observed between proton separated by even 4 or 5 double bond. So the effect of nuclear spin are transmitted from carbon to hydrogen or the CH bond by coupling to the resulting nuclear spin on carbon atom with pi electron. The example, the value of the range of coupling constant in compound which involve the sigma, that is minus coupling, are as follows. So CH3, here we can see the example. So the frequency is minus 1.7 Hertz. Thank you.